Welcome back, all my Minecrafting friends. This is the player update for episode 2 of the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge for November 2015. Join the pack. And let's start with Scody Garbitas. Scody Garbitas was able to tame one of his dogs. He's not having too much farming going on, so he's living off of zombie flesh. He suffered a creeper skeleton attack, which brought him down to half a heart, but he recovered, and he's still looking for more skeletons. Next we have Ong Ong. Ong Ong was able to tame his second wolf, so now he has 2 dogs. At one point he almost starved to death. He found pumpkins, sugarcane, and made pie. He also bred his dogs and got a puppy. He fell down his own mine and brought himself down to half of a heart at one point. But he did recover. So need to be more careful with those steps. Fall down your own staircase and hurt yourself. Next we have New Azusa. New Azusa expanded his farm. He found a natural squid grinder to get black ink from without having to kill any squids himself. He bred his dogs again, so now he has a total of 2 adults and 2 puppies. Next we have Granny's Got Game. She tamed one of the wolves, and so she has a dog, and then she was able to tame the second one. So then she had 2 dogs. Then she bred them, and now she has 2 dogs and a puppy. At the end of her episode, though, she is down to 3 hearts, 1 haunch, and no food. So she's going to have to be careful that she doesn't die now that things are going so well. Next we have OG Games. Actually, this is the team of OG and Mom of Miners and Technoscribe. They attacked the skeleton dungeon and got some bones. They tamed all of their dogs, I think. They got some iron through mining. They were breeding dogs, and I think one of their puppies was killed by a skeleton when it was attacked. And basically there's just total chaos going on. Oh, yeah. This one, I think, is not just the 3 of them. This is not just OG Momo and Techna. This is OG Momo, Techna, and various children. So there is also chaos going on all over the place. Okay, next we have Bear Family 07. He got two dogs pretty early on in his episode, and then he added a 3rd dog to his pack. So he has tamed 3 dogs now, and he decided to do some fishing. Next we have Grandma's Gone Gaming. Grandma made a farm, and then she also made a tree farm so she can grow more trees, because there's just not enough trees in the forest. Next we have Life with Teens. Life with Teens added a 2nd farm so that she can grow even more food. Then she put down a pumpkin farm so she can grow pumpkins, and she added a 3rd farm, a 3rd wheat farm. She still has no wolves in sight, no dogs, but she did find diamonds. So once she gets all of her stuff taken care of, she will go in hunt of wolves. Next we have Felonious Wizard. He did pretty good with apples in episode 2. Got plenty of apples, and he also got some bones. So we'll see in his next episode if he's going to be able to successfully tame any wolves. Next we have Box. Box also was lucky with apples. He made a farm. He was able to tame a second dog, a second wolf into a dog, and bred them, and now has a puppy also. Next we have Piker Eyes. Piker Eyes captured the skeleton dungeon, and he went and got enough bones to tame one dog, and then he went back, got some more bones, tamed another wolf, so now he has 2 dogs, and then he spent the rest of his episode working on converting the dungeon into a grinder. Because you can never have too many bones, I suppose. Although after you've got your dogs tamed, I think a zombie grinder would be more beneficial than a skeleton grinder, but you know, it is what it is. Next we have Andy Doan. Andy Doan had a pretty good episode. He was able to tame one wolf, so he now has a dog, and he's still hunting skeletons for the second one. Next we have J-Gaz Mom. J-Gaz Mom made a farm, started working on a house. She bred her doggies and got a puppy, and also got a lucky potato from a zombie. Next we have Ron Smalek. Ron Smalek found a red mushroom and some brown mushrooms, and was able to make stew. He didn't eat it though, but he had it in his inventory just in case he needed it. He was down to half a heart, and he was doing pretty good looking around for skeletons with half a heart, and didn't find any, luckily. And then he fell into a hole that he had dug, part of his base. His base was underground, and there was a point there where he could take a half a heart of damage, so he fell into his down his own staircase basically, and hit his head and died. So Ron Smalek is dead on day 2, and he says he's put enough effort into this challenge for 1 month, so he's going to see us back in the next month. So looking forward to seeing you in, see, what is this? This is November? Seeing you in December. Next is Tim Obert, also known as Captain Hook 5150. He made bread. He did some fishing. He did some really good fishing. When he first said, I really want at least 6 fish, I'm thinking, 6 fish, that's going to take a long time. But he knocked them out. I think he ended up with 8 fish in just like 5 or 10 minutes. Good job there. Anyway, he has his one dog, and he is on the hunt for more wolves to tame. I think he has bones in his inventory ready to go. All he needs to do is just find the wolves. So I would recommend going through the forest biome. Travel in one direction rather than going around in circles, because what you really want to do is you want to spawn brand new chunks of forest. That'll give you your best chance of finding wolves. Next we have Velk. Velk did some fishing. He bred his dogs and got a second puppy, so he is up to 4 dogs. He got a carrot from a zombie, and he found pumpkins. Next we have Baker Bell. Baker Bell got the pumpkins that were up the hill from her little fenced-in wolves. She spent most of the episode babysitting wolves, but toward the end she was able to coax with a fishing pole a couple of zombies close to her side of the river, well, on her side of the river, and was able to tame one dog and then a second dog. Well, wolves, you know what I mean. Yes, she tamed both of her wolves, so now she has 2 dogs, and she's ready to travel. Next we have Technoscribe. Okay, this is the team of Technoscribe, Momo, and Frank and Honest. That Momo, that's Mom of Miners. Okay, they found pumpkins. They collected eggs. They worked on the house. They put a fence around the house. They put a fence around the farm. At one point they had a creeper in the pond, but he came out and blew up. And somebody found diamonds. Imagine that would be Momo. At one point, toward the end there was having a zombie pool party. They did some fishing. They have no wolves tamed yet. Kind of surprising that between 3 players, they haven't been able to kill enough skeletons to tame their wolves, but they still have them safely trapped. Next we have Batheart. MC Batheart had 2 witches come visit his little treehouse area. Also a baby zombie was down there. He did collect some bones. He killed one of the witches by using a bow and arrow. And we'll see if he can use those bones to tame a wolf in the next episode. Next we have John Fall 92. John Fall worked on his underground base. What is attacking me? You? Okay, that's enough of you. John Fall. Let's get back to John Fall. John Fall worked on his underground base. He expanded his farm. He did some fishing. He is in need of skeletons. Those guys right there. That's what he needs. Skeletons. Actually, I need skeletons too. I haven't, in my world, I haven't tamed any wolves yet. But I'm thinking that I'm going to have some good luck in this next episode, because I'm pretty sure that the skeleton spawner that a couple of other players have seen is pretty close to where I have my wolves in the pond. Okay, so there's a skeleton burning up over there, which means he's not going to drop his bow. Okay. Next we have Nova Cookie 232. He's building a very nice base, but he has not seen any wolves. Okay. Next we have the team of Conquering and Kaiser. They, if you remember last episode, they were able to tame 2 wolves last episode. So this episode they packed up their doggies and their fence and stuff and hit the road. Found a nice spot to start their homestead. Made a farm, did some fishing, and started building a house. So now all they need to do is start breeding those dogs to build up their pack. Next we have Digger Dad. Digger Dad found the skeleton spawner, but he thinks it's a zombie spawner. He killed a couple of skeletons down there, came back and tamed one wolf, so he has one dog. He still has other wolves trapped, but he hasn't returned to the skeleton spawner to kill any more skeletons. He's looking for them on the surface. And next we have Kid Awesome 2. Kid Awesome 2, in his first episode, he trapped 3 wolves. In his second episode, he was able to tame 2 wolves, so he now has 2 dogs. I don't know if he's going to try to tame that third wolf, or if he's just going to take his 2 dogs and hit the road. So, this is Mike Deering signing out. I'll see you all in episode 3, where hopefully I will be taming some dogs.